I was like, I'm going to zone out. I know what I'm doing.
Oh shit! You would have been all right, man. You would have been all right.
You would have had to snap me back into reality.
Saying something crazy, I can do
Yeah.
that.
You would have said something about the movie. I'd be like, what movie? What are we talking about? Aren't we at work?
Hey man, look, man, it happens to the best of us. But we're live now, peoples. A couple minutes late, but hey, had to take care of some things. Had to finish work and punch out and all that fun stuff first. That's important. But I will say, getting right into it, we are reviewing the movie Bloody Ballet. And yes, we'll get to that in a few, of course. We're gonna first let's just talk about what we watched recently, James, over
All
this
right.
couple of days.
All
Actually,
right.
I watched all this shit today. And I'll start with the one that we both watched,
Okay.
Psycho Gorgasm.
Psycho Gormax, Gorgasm.
Sorry, people. Sorry, my mind's somewhere else. Psycho Gorman. And honestly, this wasn't bad. It was fun. It was a cool movie. Like it was it's one of those horror movies that if you have like I'll say depending on what you let your children watch, I'll say this isn't bad to let your children start out with this movie.
Like a Teen Nick movie. Like they're trying to copy Disney, but that has swearing.
Yeah, and like a more of a horror element.
Yo, the monsters, when the commanders popped in, I was like, oh shit, I'm watching Power Rangers. I was like, yo, where's the Megazords?
I swear to you, it's funny you say it because I swear to you, there was a part where it sounded like the Power Rangers song was playing, like a battle scene or something from Power Rangers was playing.
It did. It honestly did. Maybe they were making fun of it. But I didn't hate it. Like
no,
I didn't like get bored of it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was like a slight little entertainment,
I thought like,
and I heard a lot of people like this thing. There's T-shirts and everything someone got.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, I would wear a T-shirt of this movie cover, or a T-shirt of the the monster, or whatever. The movie wasn't bad. Again, it's one of those things to where, for like kids getting them into horror. Again, it depends on what your children watch because there is a lot of swearing. If that doesn't bother you, and if you let them watch like blood, like gore ish, this is a good starter.
It's kind of like practical effect gore too. It wasn't bad. There was some good scenes in there. Kill scenes.
It was good. Like I legitimately had some fun with this movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
I enjoyed myself with this movie. I enjoyed this movie, I should say.
So which one do you want to talk about next? So you got two that you watched, and I have two.
And then, I mean, as far as the Geen thing, I want to know your thoughts on that.
Okay, so the Geen thing, I see what you're saying. It's not like all the other shock docs on there.
Not at all.
I wish it was. Like, don't get me wrong. I like this. Now, if this was like Ghost Adventures, like we're doing an episode on Ed Gein, we're going to investigate the house and everything. Makes sense because that's what they basically did here. And it was still entertaining to me because I watched those shows, but I want to know 100% background on him. Like how a real documentary is.
Yes. You wanted like a story / reenactment type of doc.
Yeah, and they put only little clips of fact. Like they put the facts in there, but it was mainly about them trying to get his attention, like doing a ghost investigation.
Yeah, exactly.
So I still liked it, but I thought it was going to be totally different than what it was.
It'd be better.
So, no, it was still good, though. I liked it, but I wish it was a real doc like the other ones. Like even Mothman, they had a whole background, newspaper clippings.
Yeah.
That's all they were talking about. They weren't investigating. They weren't going to the woods and say, hey, let's get his attention.
Not at all. No.
So,
and I'm with you on that. Like I would give I'll say I liked it. I didn't love it. It was interesting, but it didn't hold my attention like the way that they told the stories in the other shock docs would. Because again, they were kind of more of it doing the paranormal investigation.
You're not really into those shows, anyways, right?
I'll put it to you like that. Like I'm not into them as much as you and my wife are, but like if she's watching them, I will sit down and watch them with her.
Okay, all right.
Well, it's not like something I'll go look for on my own. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. It's just I don't know. But the way the shock docs go, I love those. Are just entertaining.
Yeah, I love the shock jocks. Yeah,
And a big thing I like. I mean,
I'm waiting for the next one. I don't know what it's gonna be. I hope it's like one a month or something. I wish it was. I wish it was one a week, but it's not. But
that would be very nice.
I wonder who's next. When the next one is, I wonder who it's going to be on the. I'm curious.
I'm curious. Or is it serious? But yeah, you're right, man.
So what's the next one? What do you want to talk about now? Want to go with one of yours?
Yeah, we could do that. Avalanche Sharks.
That just sounds ridiculous to me.
It was, but it was probably the second best shark movie I watched this week.
Oh, okay.
First best was Cruel Jaws. This was definitely second best.
Then you had some like ridiculous one.
Oh, the shark versus the croc.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a battle. It was John, man.
And I watched fucking Five-Headed Shark, so it wasn't even better. Nothing better, you know.
But no, Avalanche Sharks was fun.
All right.
It was fun. It was how do I say this? It was just one of those ones you just kind of throw on, you enjoy it. There's some fun kills. The CGI sharks looked shitty, but I was expecting it. Like I wasn't expecting a good movie out of this, and it was better than what I was expecting. So,
okay, so here's the thing with these shark movies. So they got, you notice they're doing all the climates and all the storms and everything. So they got a tornado, they got an avalanche now. The next one is going to be shark in a volcano.
If they may have one already.
Oh, come on. Are you serious? If fucking volcano erupts and it shoots out sharks or something?
I don't know, but I feel like they have one. If not, I hope there's one. I hope
or there's a shark that flows into lava. It's like a lava shark.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd watch that.
But no, the shark movies are a little entertaining. Like, you've been in a shark kick. So I gave it a try. I was like, you know what? I watched a couple of shark movies because we had to watch that one. Had nothing to do with the shark. But then you got me. You caught me, man. You started watching Bigfoot movies. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, they are fun. I'm going to watch one. So I'm scrolling. There is so many.
There is.
So I picked this one just by the title itself, The Primal Rage. It reminded me of the video game.
That's what it made you think of. Yep.
So I watched this. I recommend this one. If you're still in a Bigfoot kick, watch this one. The reason is the storyline is basic. They're in the woods, Bigfoot stalking. You know, they basically want to get out of the woods. But here's the twist on this one. The Bigfoot is smart. It reminds me of Predator. It even has a mask on, like a wooden or a skull, like evil looking, like fucking like Indian grounds mask, right? But it shoots it knows how to shoot a bow and arrow. It can use a knife.
Nice.
It's using like human tools, like caveman days. Like, I got a bow and arrow. You know, I made an arrow and shit to hunt. The kills are good. This thing put his thumbs through the eyeballs. He took someone's skull and pulled it apart.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some good death scenes. So I recommend this one if you're still on a Bigfoot kick.
I am. I'm just in those like creature feature / animal horror flick. That's the fix I'm in right now.
So definitely check that one out. That's like one of the good like best Bigfoot movies I watched so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
For me, so my next movie was Piranha. This was a remake from 1990.
Oh, this is a remake? Because I was about to say, I seen Piranha before, and that don't look like the cover.
The original is 74, I want to say. 70-something.
Yeah, you're right. It was the 70s.
That one was great. That one was amazing. This one, it was okay. It wasn't bad.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You guys go check out the Doomsday Kingdom Army group and YouTube channel, Facebook, YouTube channel.
I joined it today. Thanks for accepting.
Yeah. But It wasn't bad. Obviously, it wasn't as good as the original. Even the other remakes were a little more entertaining. There was a lot more titties in them.
Is it better than Piranhas? Did you ever see that?
Nah, I don't think I've seen that.
Okay, so it's the one where it's like Piranhas. Then they had Piranhas 3D. Did you hear? You heard about Piranhas 3D and stuff like that?
Piranha. I believe I seen the 3D one.
Okay, so
That's from like the 2000s, right?
yeah, so there was Piranhas first. I don't understand how you just add an S and you get a whole new title. Like, I don't know. It is. But, you know, it's just like every other creature thing. They just bite off. They're like, hey, Piranha did pretty good. Then someone did Piranha, and they're like, let's do Piranhas. There's more than one.
Yeah.
Even though there's always more than one. Piranhas go in a group, and it's a feeding frenzy.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Honestly, these last 3 movies that I watched, and I'll even add this one, the last 4 movies that I watched weren't bad. Like, I wasn't mad at any of them. As a matter of fact, I can say this. I can say this with confidence and dignity, if that's even using this for what I'm about to say. Definitely confidence, though. Bloody Ballet is the best movie I watched this week.
Yes.
And that was the last movies that we watched before the podcast and the movie that we actually reviewed.
You know what? Slightly. It is better because the storyline was better. It was a little bit better than Primal Rage. Primal Rage was close just because the kills and stuff. I was like, oh, shit.
Like something that James wants us to watch and review. That's what Primal Rage
No, for a Bigfoot movie, man, it's pretty cool because it's different. Other Bigfoot, it's like they run through the woods and he grabs you and rips you apart. This one fucking is smart. It uses weapons. It knows how to hide the bodies. It pushed the Jeep out of the road into the bushes so no one could see and listen. It was crazy. Oh, he started blood. Like, it was so bad. I told you it was bad, man. He was enjoying it, how bad it was.
No, for me, that was one of those movies that was so bad. There was there was no joy for me about it.
No joy. Like, if you weren't reviewing, like, it's one of those movies you want to shut off to. Like, just like if that was in the theaters, I would have been so mad. I would have ripped seats out of the fucking. I'm going up the aisle. Seats would be getting ripped apart, and I would have went to the front and said, "You better get my money back before I punch through this glass and rip you out of the booth." That's how bad that movie is. But yeah, but anyways, once again, it got brought up, and I went on a rage kick. Sorry, it's that army thing. Was that PSTD or something?
PTSD?
Yeah, there. You guys got me. You triggered me.
Just wait till we review it.
It's gonna be bad, man.
We review it on Tuesday because you're gonna be thinking about it all weekend. It's gonna be brewing.
Dude, you're gonna have to mute me because I might go in a rage and just keep ranting, and you're like, "Oh fuck, let someone else talk."
No, I want you to. Shit, that's funny.
Because I'm gonna be extra pissed because I gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
That means I gotta watch that scene again, the 20-minute scene. So yeah, I'm enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, back to Bloody Ballet.
Bloody Ballet. So this movie here, man, was really fucking good.
It was a little confusing, but not really. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those. I already knew in the beginning, though. First couple scenes, I knew. It was her.
I didn't.
You didn't know it was her?
No, I really didn't.
No, because it reminded me of another movie where, because just as soon as the mental thing kicked in, it was kind of like From the Depths. Her mental breakdown. She didn't know what's real and not. But once you go crazy, like as soon as I know she was having like those dreams and fucking delusions and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
She's the one doing it.
I didn't think until a little later. Like later in the movie. And I loved it because it was just like it made sense. It's like that traumatic experience of her killing her parents in the beginning.
Yeah. Actually, I knew then it was her. She had no drop of blood on her. The only survivor. She was quiet as hell, no crying. That's like a sociopath.
Yeah, but that can also be someone that's just for one, let's say they weren't found, so that's why there's no blood on them. And then two, it's they were so scared they were in shock.
I don't know, man.
But
The
I
kid,
would also agree with what you said, how she just came out there kind of calm.
just looking there like in a daze too, like no blinking.
It makes you think of the original Halloween. Michael Myers when
Yeah,
he's at the house, the little boy.
exactly.
Because you
Same thing.
expect it. And the reason why I mentioned the original one versus the remake, which I did love the remake, is because in the original, that's the only scene you've seen of him as a child.
Yep.
Like in the remake, you see him as a child for
Building all the way up.
they're
Yeah.
building up, which I enjoyed.
No, I liked it too. It wasn't bad.
So that part, I wonder if that's paying homage to Halloween in a sense of
It could be, man. I don't know. Like
just that
like it's like one of those things. Like I had that curse. Like I scan and I start like I'm a private eye, and it just triggers. So I'm like, I try to figure out who's killing. Like if it's like a slasher, I'm like, who's the slasher? I automatically go, and I'm usually like almost right all the time. So when that popped in my head, I was like, this bitch is the killer. I was like, motherfucker, I knew it. It did ruin the movie though.
No.
I just wanted to know how she's doing it because honestly, the mask, the person who was killing, the body shape didn't match hers. It looked manly
at times.
So I bet there was a man who played that role.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, that kind of looks like man hands and man face, like behind the mask, you can see the eyeball and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look like a female at all.
She did black her eyes out, though.
Remember?
Yeah. It doesn't show her doing it, but it shows somebody blacking their eyes out and then putting on the mask. And you find out she's the one with the mask and the wig with the black hair. But this is a really good fucking movie, man. Like I was shocked. Because just by the title alone, I thought it was gonna be some silly shit, and it really wasn't. It was a really good movie. It's something that you really want to sit down and pay attention to. I would definitely watch this again. I told my wife that this is something I think she would enjoy.
Oh, definitely. I take it as a so this is how I thought the movie was going to go. I thought they fit it in here a little bit, a jealousy thing, but I thought she wasn't going to be. She's like the lead right here in the beginning. She got the part. I thought she wasn't going to be the part, like the snobby one was going to be it. And
yeah,
because they started killing off the girls in the school. I thought it was going to be like a jealousy slasher movie.
Yeah. Which made sense, but I love the way the story went though, because it was something different. It was something different. Like you come to find out she killed her parents and all these other people that were missing. Yep. And like she just had this whatever's going on with her mentally, she had this mental breakdown as a child and murdered her parents.
And the eyeballs out.
Yes.
And she kisses it. She was wild.
It was sexy. But what is the I didn't say that.
She kisses that, she does other things.
You said it. But no, what I was gonna say is like I like how it made it so she blacked all that stuff out.
Yep.
And she was on medication.
Well, because the psych at the end, like towards the end, when she was talking to her, she basically told her the diagnosis. She has a split personality.
Yeah.
What? I forgot the real name for it.
Well, that was the terms for us.
So split personality, whatever that is, I forgot what it is, but it takes complete over, like a possession.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like she doesn't remember. Like she won't know what happened, why it happened, nothing. It's like he said, like it's like a possession. She's wondering like how did I get in this room? What am I doing here? Type of deal. But it worked so well for this, and I want to get into our early ratings, James.
Oh yeah, damn, forgot about that.
How many Pilates would you give this movie?
I'm going to give it. I enjoyed it a lot. I even liked the end how it did that. I'm going to give it an 8.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty good. Casey suggested this one.
Yeah, Casey, great.
Yeah, real good.
I'm going to give this movie a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like 9 Pilates, man. This shit was 9 Pilates, 9 plies, spinny toe things, all that
Uh,
shit.
the bow.
The bow, the tutus. Yeah, this was really good, and it was something to where you really paid attention to the story. You kind of cared about some of the characters to an extent, and you feel bad for the main character at first.
Yeah.
You even feel bad for her at the end, which I mean, because yes, she's killing, but it's not her fault if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. It's a mental thing. Mental disorder.
Yeah,
Oh, another mental disorder movie for the mental awareness month.
health awareness. Yeah, and they're just popping up. So
Oh, you gotta definitely check this one out.
yes, this one out of all the movies we discussed this week, maybe in the past 2 weeks, I don't remember what we did last week.
Yeah, 12 so many movies.
Better movies. This is hands down one of the better.
Oh,
movies.
it's up there. Yeah, definitely. It could be the best one. It could be, honestly.
I almost give it a 10, and I may jump up to that, but we'll see.
We'll see. Once we start talking about some stuff, maybe it'll trigger higher scores.
I know.
So where you want anything pop out to you, like scenes or
The eyeballs.
yeah,
Eyes. Cut eyes. Yeah, it's on Tubi, right?
Yep, free on Tubi. Yep, free on Tubi.
On Tubi. Yep, and it's highly worth it. It is highly worth the watch, and it's one of those to where I don't know when I'll watch it again. But again, like say if my wife was like, "Hey, I want to watch this," will you watch it? Yeah, sure. I'd sit down and watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like this is one of those movies to where you watch it a second time, you're going to catch things, which I think you could say about any movie, but you're going to catch something that you missed the first time you watched it. Oh hell yeah, Tubi is fucking love.
They don't sponsor, but they can. Right here,
they definitely can. Tubi, call your boy.
No, Tubi, man. They got especially horror genre, man. You click in horror, much stuff.
There's so much 80s in there in general. Tubi is fucking amazing.
Yeah. But so the eyeballs. So she has a thing about cutting her eyeballs out. I can't connect why.
Me either. I wonder if it's something that we missed at the beginning.
Yeah, I could be. Usually, it's a certain organ that they pull out. There's a connection, and they usually play it during the movie. Like, what's the connection with the eyeballs? So, yeah, I couldn't find a connection for that.
Me either.
So even if I watch it again, that's be something to look out for. Like you said.
Yeah, because you're like, oh shit, wow, how am I missing this? And you still might miss it. And it might just be nothing. It might just be a thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I really don't know. But yeah, the eye stuff is cool. Always got to take their eyeballs out.
It was real bloody. This movie was pretty bloody.
Really bloody. Most of the kills is a throat slice first type thing.
Mm-hmm. The one where she stabbed the person in the top of the head.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool. That was cool.
That was awesome. It was wild.
Well, that's when she was just going through the thing, just killing everybody, right?
Close to it.
Close to it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a scene that they didn't have to put in. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
The fucking fake sex scene with the psychiatrist that's breaking the law for one. Took advantage of a girl who's going to have an episode. Kind of rapey. But they didn't need that scene I'm getting at. Some movies, they'll have a sex scene, you're like, okay, but we didn't see nothing, really, except for the making out part.
That's why they didn't need it. That's why he's saying.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. But you know how some movies, it builds up like they have a crush on each other, and then it goes into... Makes sense. This one, it just happened. They did not need this scene. They could have totally skipped that, and you wouldn't miss it at all. Because they had no connection. They didn't have no, feelings. If anything, I thought her and her best friend had a connection.
I agree on that, and I feel like that's one of those scenes where it could have been in. It was one of those scenes where it was... If it's in, it's in. If it's not, it's not. If it's not, we're not going to miss anything. You didn't miss anything important, like James was saying. There's no titties or nothing in that scene. So
nothing in the scene. It's to me, it was a psychiatrist. Well, she was her psychiatrist for a while, for a few years or whatever she said.
Yeah.
And I get that she cares for her, and she's like, holding her head. She's like, you trust me, you trust me. And she's crying, the other girl. And then she starts kissing her. Then the scene ends.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck? They didn't need to do that. She could just wrap their arm around her and just shook her and said, it's going to be okay. You know how you put their head against your shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Then the scene could have ended there. It would have equaled the same stuff.
I agree.
Yeah, so that stood out to me because I was like, I don't know why that's there. They could have just kept that part.
I could definitely see why you said that. So
but it don't ruin the movie or nothing. It's not dropping no score or anything because of it. I'm not going to sit there like, because of that scene, you know, I didn't rate my score on that at all. But
no,
I just had to mention it because it popped out.
Yeah, I get it though. I get it. Shit. I'm gonna give this movie a 10. I'm just gonna say fucking.
Oh, you're going up now?
I'm going up. I'm not even gonna wait till the later in the episode. I'm just gonna go up and give it a 10 now. If I decide to drop it down, I will. But this was a really good movie. It was a really good movie, really good. And I really feel you guys should check this movie out. Like this movie.
Oh, definitely.
Is it's great. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do and then some, in my opinion. Like it did what it's supposed to do and then some.
It gets the sturdy stamp.
It does. I just can't find the damn sturdy stamp right now, but it
gets it.
Is doing a little silliness, so we'll get to it. Give you guys 2 thumbs up though anyway.
So let's talk to the second part of the story, the side story. With the guy who does basically ghost stuff.
Paranormal. Yeah.
What do you think about that part?
It wasn't needed.
It was because of the end.
Was it? Wait.
Yeah. So this is how the movie went through my eyes. So he's there. He was a side story. He was going through, can I get in here? I want to investigate, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever he started at. I think it was a hotel or something. But then he sees the girl, the dead girl. Come with me. And he's like, leave me alone. Why you want me to go with you? You know what I'm saying? It was her. She was dead, right? Some reason it was a picture of her. Like she's saying, come and help me or something. So when the movie's playing of the girl killing, you know, the slasher part of it, serial killer. At the end, the final battle with the psychiatrist and everything, then you know how all the ghosts took her? She said, just take me.
Yeah.
She basically killed herself. So that was showing her story, but he was looking for her body because it was under the theater.
Oh, shit.
So when he found her, it was her skeleton. She had the dress on that she was wearing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so she was dead down there, and he found her. He was like a medium or something. He had like a psychic ability. He could see ghosts and shit. So he finally said, okay, fine, I'll go with you. I'll look for you. Like, I'll follow you. And that's how he ended up at the theater.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, see? So there was like 2 stories in one. That's another reason I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm glad I bumped this shit back to a 10 because wow.
Yeah, so I'm going because of that. Yeah, I'm going to bump mine up. I think it's a 9. It was like 2 stories in one. It was like the girl telling her story and how she died, then had another story of the guy looking for her.
And it worked so well because they connect. It's not it's telling 2 different stories that have nothing to do with each other at all. At the most important part at the end, the climax.
I really thought in the beginning it was like that. I'm like, what's going on? What's this about? Why is there a ghost involved? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And how are they going to meet up? Then is the killer supernatural? What the hell's going on? That's in the beginning. That's what you start getting. But then they connect. They went more to her story. Then they'll switch back to her. Then the building he's in, you're looking and I'm like, that building looks familiar. Why isn't there no people?
Yeah, and you also think, like, for me, I was also thinking, like, okay, so when are they going to cross paths? When are they going to...
Exactly. Yeah. And it was at the end.
Shit, man.
Well, basically during it, because in the scene when he started seeing her, but you didn't know she was a ghost, really. You're like, what the fuck? Why is he seeing images of her? That makes no sense. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. But then it starts clicking. Then right at the end, I was like, She wanted him to find her body, find her down there.
And he did.
And he did. And he sat there. He's like, he touched her hair. He realized it was her. And he was like, and the movie ended like that.
Yep.
Like, boom. So it was an interesting ending. I liked it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad it's a 9.
Yeah, it's a 10 for me. Like I got no complaints. Yeah.
Let's see if we get another goodie.
Boom, 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 boom. Don't worry, I'm gonna spin it soon.
He's trying to do a casino cheat. He's like, if I click it here, go around 4 times, I'll land right back.
Oh man, if only. Here's the moment of truth, people.
Clickety click. What the hell?
It's gonna be
Supersonic? What? I don't know what that says. Sanctuary? Oh, Synchronic. I never seen this. I don't know what this is.
I've never even heard of this shit.
Me either. I don't know what this is.
But this is what we're gonna be reviewing on Tuesday.
Okay. All right. And new movie. Just like Ballet.
This is gonna be new, and this is I feel like this is gonna be a mindfuck. Just by the title, this is gonna be a mindfuck movie, and I'm ready.
You think so?
Synchronic. I don't know what the hell you say.
Yeah, it's like synchronic. Yeah,
synchronic. That's some synchronic.
I wonder if it is. It could be.
Remove. Yeah, I just feel like, again, like I said, because of the
title.
The title of it.
Should we watch the trailer?
You're cheating, James.
Start cheating. You're like, oh, let's see what this is about.
That is one thing I don't know if James does or not. I don't watch the trailer for these movies.
No, I don't watch the trailers either. I go, why am I going to waste my time? I'm going to watch it anyway, so I just hit the play button.
Yeah.
The only trailers I checked out was Mortal Kombat and Godzilla versus Kong.
I was going to say, if it's like a new movie that comes out, yeah, I'm going to watch the trailer. But if it's for something older,
no, yeah, I won't
watch it. Sometimes I do like watching old trailers just because I missed watching them. Like the way they.
Well, that's different. That's like if you just want to watch the trailer, just get a quick flashback, but not watch the movie.
Get that cool voice. I like it.
Yep.
So, shit, man. I wish I knew. I almost wish it was a movie I'm glad it's a new movie, but I almost wish it was a movie we've seen before. So we could like, yo, so blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Gotta wait.
So real quick. So you know how the other movies we watched. So because I knew what we're watching this, I try to find other movies of this director.
Mm-hmm.
He has like 4 movies total. One's a short that I was going to watch. I thought it was a real movie. Can't find it. Then I found out because it's only 8 minutes long or some shit. So the only other movie that would load, but I couldn't find a link. The links weren't working for it. It was taking forever searching. It was Bombshell Killer or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this director, Mullins, or whatever it is, he hardly did anything for movies.
He could be a newer guy, though. But
so I'm like, what the fuck?
I want to see more of his work.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to click on it, because the one that I clicked on was what's the name of it? Don't Let Me In or something like that.
Mm.
And I was like, that sounds like a movie I would like. Maybe it's vampire or something, you know what I'm saying? I clicked on it, and it's a short. It's like 8 minutes or something like that, and you can't find it. I'm like, fuck, man. But because that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to like find something with the director, have like more of his work and compare them.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, I had to go off the rails, and I was like, you know what? Because you were watching Bigfoot, I was like, I'm going to check one out.
Man, I had to. That Bigfoot movie I watched Tuesday was pretty good too. Forgot what it's called now, but
yeah. But then I watched that game. The Gorman one was yesterday. I watched that.
And freaking.
So I've been knocking out movies, man. It's good. I'm like watching. Get more movies under your belt.
Mm-hmm. This is what we're doing Saturday.
So I heard it's 3 hours long for Dogville. Why? I don't even never heard this movie. I don't know what it's about. How I don't care what it's about. Only certain movies like Avengers or something could go 3 hours. I don't want no love story that's 3 hours long. Is that a love story? I don't fucking know.
No, I've never seen it.
And I thought Sex and the City was bad. That shit was like 2.5.
Yeah, that was long as fuck.
So that movie's gonna be rough. I'm watching it tomorrow morning. So yay me.
We'll see though. I mean, because don't forget, Ibrahim also picked Letru and Letru, and what was the other one?
Graffiti.
And they were both at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Both really good.
Oh, so Ibrahim's the one who put Dogville?
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman? I've never heard this damn thing. I don't know.
And who put
the Heat? I seen. It's funny.
You put the Heat on?
I want to say yes. I don't remember. I think I did actually.
He did.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. It's funny.
I did want to see this. So well, I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it because
it's funny. You're gonna laugh. It's definitely funny.
And hopefully we have all four of us this Saturday. Please, all four of us. Let's be there this weekend. It'll be.
I'll be here.
I'll be here.
I won't be out of town this time.
But yeah. Back to this movie. Fun, fucking great movie. I think you guys should really watch it. Like, again, it's one of those movies. Watch it twice. Pay close attention to it and kind of see what you get, because it's worth it. It's well worth it. Fun film, like I said. I want to watch it again. I don't know when I'm going to. I would say soon, but I'd be lying to you guys if I said I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, no, watch too many movies. But like you said, like if my wife was like, "Hey, I would try to watch that one," I'm like, "You really? You want to watch it? Okay, I'll put it on. I'll watch it again."
Yep.
I won't sit there and go, "No, I seen that yesterday. I'm not watching that shit again."
Yeah. It's not. No, I wouldn't watch it that soon. Again, unless she was like, "Hey, I want to watch this movie," and we watch it. Yeah, cool. Yes, let's watch it. But shit,
I'm trying to think of another scene that stood out to me. I didn't like the car kill. That was so basic, like normal, like so many. The other ones they're good though.
The car kill wasn't terrible, but it was like every car kill in most horror movies are that similar to that.
It would have been better if she killed her on the carousel.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting her go to her car.
She didn't want to be seen though.
And have her body like on the horse going up and down and her eyes missing.
She didn't want to be seen. That's a lot easier to be seen doing it out there.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Because that would have been cool. That would have been really fucking cool, actually.
But all the other kills were, they're good. Like you said, a lot of blood. It's like when she sliced the throat, it was like pouring. Like it was a waterfall. But yeah, it's a little gory, but good movie.
Yeah, it was good. It was great. It was, like I said, it was better than expected because I was thinking it was going to be not bad, but just okay. Just because. Like, I wasn't, but I was like, that's just my first initial thought. And I'm glad I was wrong because this was a really fucking good movie.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be like a jealousy slasher movie. And I was like, it might be good. And I was like, the highest it would probably get from me, it was like a 6. But then this shit I was watching, I was like, okay. So that's why I went so high, because I'm really stingy on ratings.
I'm up and down. I could be very giving on ratings, but I can be very fucking harsh. Ask Blood Lake.
Yeah. But I'm usually stingy unless I really enjoyed it, and I'm like an 8. And someone will be like, "What are you talking about? The movie sucks." I'm like, "Well, fuck you. I thought it was great." I go by that, you know.
What I like. I don't give a fuck what Rotten Tomatoes and all the motherfuckers.
Yeah, no. And actually, speaking of that, IMDb, I think this gave them, I think it was a low score. Or maybe. I think so. I could be wrong.
Really?
I thought it was like a 4 out of 10.
No.
Or I could be wrong. It could be like a 7 out of 10. I don't know.
This is 10. This is a 10 for me because this movie did exactly what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to, you know what I mean? Because you thought it was going to be like a simple, cheesy slasher film. And you know, blood, guts, gore, titties, all that good stuff. There were some titties in here, so I'm not mad. There was blood in here and guts and all that, but it wasn't that. It was such a good. It was like it told. There was the slasher type, but it wasn't so cheesy, and then it had a good story wrapped with it.
Yep. Because I thought it was gonna be like one of those basic, like I said already. They're all in ballet class. There's that one snobby bitch who always gets the lead, and you have the one girl's like, I want to be the lead, but then there's a slasher. The girl starts getting killed off, and she's still alive, and you're like, oh shit, it's her. But that you know it's the janitor that has a crush on her, and you know he's the one's killing them all. It's like I thought it was gonna be like that type of slasher.
Yep. I could have seen that.
But nope. It had like two stories in one that combined at the end.
You know what was crazy? What was cool? Not crazy. Excuse me. Most of this cast was a female cast.
Yeah.
The majority of it was a female cast, and
like the only guy was the janitor and the one dude who was making out with the chick about to have sex, right?
And the cop, the
cop, yeah.
the paranormal guy or whatever.
Yes, the paranormal guy. Yeah. So yeah, there was only
custodian and the guy was trying to
see the boyfriend was in just a sex scene where basically a phone rang and she couldn't get any, so he just got mad and he left. That's all his scene. But the janitor you've seen a few times. Yo, he was wild looking. He had the crazy eye and shit.
And that to make this movie even better because it was done on purpose. Because when you see him, you assume it because of his features. Like,
yeah, he's a pervert. He's killing the girls.
Yeah, that's why he was watching the chick take a shower or something.
Yeah, so, yeah, he was wild looking. But yeah, he's the main one you see multiple times. Then yeah, the paranormal guy you see a lot. Other than that, all females.
Yeah.
Because it was a ballet class, all females, female leader. Her psychiatrist was a female.
I believe it was the dance instructor. Yeah, it was. Caroline Williams. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yep. I kept thinking about it. I was like, is that her? You know what? And I actually Googled it. You know what? I will look it up now. And I looked it up and I was like, that is her. Just her feature. I was just like, that's her.
The main character, the main blonde hair, she looked familiar, but I just can't put what movie.
Yeah.
I don't think she's like a main huge star, but
I'm like iffy with that stuff. Sometimes I'm terrible. Sometimes
just someone's face just sticks out so much.
Yeah, I'm just like,
it's not even the main character. Like, yo, that dude, he played the chef. He was giving out nuggets.
And the funny thing is it's always a connection, no matter what genre it is. The connection I get with it is always like, oh, should I see him in that horror movie?
Yeah,
like whatever. Yo, that was Batman, motherfucker. No, I seen him in fucking blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but when he first started, he was 9.
Yeah,
he was one of the kids when Jason walked in the cabin. He was hiding under the bed.
Yep, crying.
Yeah, crying. He's not even a main star. You just see him really quick, and that's it.
That was him. And
I can see that. Sometimes some people's faces like that do stick out. You know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right with that. I gotta tell you guys one more thing really quick. I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this, but ihemparita.com. Use promo code SIRS30. And when you go to ihemparita.com, use promo code SIRS30 when you check out. Get yourself some gummies like Dreams if you're showing. Get yourself shooters. Both are very delicious. I have some downstairs.
I just took 2 now.
There you go. They're amazing. They're amazingly deliciously good. You guys should definitely have some. Get some. ihemparita.com. Use promo code SIRS30. Save yourself 10%. And when you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping. So you save yourself 10% and free shipping. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that at all.
Again, and I took it now because after the podcast,
yeah,
my old ass is going to sleep, and I'm hoping to sleep good.
See that again?
Yeah, it's not like THC. It's like a
It's the CBD. It's
just like it's like your body just relaxes. It's like
yeah, it relaxes your body. Like if you put it this way, if you take it before you go to bed, like say you take it about a half hour to an hour before you go to bed and lay down, you're
it's like
gonna
if you have sore muscles.
yeah. By the time you lay down, you're gonna be nice and relaxed, and it's legal in all 50 states.
Yep.
21 years and older, of course. Use responsibly, and that's ihemparita.com. Again, that's ihemparita.com, and use promo code SIRS30 to save yourself 10%. But I'm about. It was a really good movie, and yeah,
I agree. It's really good. Way better than I expected.
mm-hmm.
It got my attention all the way through. I just liked how the two stories meshed in.
Yeah,
I just it was still her story though. So it was like two stories, but really one. It was like the big picture, two sides. It was really interesting. This was a good one. I'm glad it was on the list.
Me too.
KC was not wrong. It is good.
It was great.
So yeah, I bumped it up. I'm giving it a 9. Really enjoyed it. I highly recommend.
You know who dressed up for this movie?
Yep. Yeah. A lot of dead girls laying around. He could have peed on a lot of them. Washed up some of that blood.
Yeah, but they're too old, so he didn't.
Yeah, you're right. That is true.
That being said, though, people, you can catch us every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern time. That is 9 o'clock Eastern time over here on Horror with Search 30. And you can also catch us and Ibrahim and Chris 9 o'clock Eastern time on Saturdays over there on Popcorn and Pints. Tune in, please tune in for all this fun craziness. We will greatly appreciate it. And yeah, again, people, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching, commenting. Thank you guys for your support. But as always, I'll see. I know you guys thought I was going to forget about adding in R. Kelly, but nah. He just didn't fit in this movie, but he did. Beep, beep.
All right. Thanks for joining us, John.
Thanks for joining us again, man. And yeah, definitely we highly recommend this movie. And yes, it's on Tubi. Have a great night.